Hello, everybody, and welcome to the ending podcasting of season 2. If you haven't watched it yet and you're going to hear why, watch it, please. Like, why would you want spoilers? Okay, whatever. Anyway,
We're sitting in a cafe right now.
Yeah,
We've got no studio or anything. We're
yes.
broke.
yeah. Alright, so, anyone want to go first?
Wait, I have a question. Last season do you get demonetized for putting a copyright song in it? Which he was singing, right?
I'm not
Like Charlie.
I was not monetized, so I can't get
Oh,
demonetized.
so
I
we're
just
very
got-
broke.
I just got a copyright strike.
So we're
But
broke.
What do you mean?
Okay. Anyway.
I'm kidding.
So what do y'all want to talk about?
It's mine, right? Yeah. Thank you.
Pause. Hey Anakin, future Anakin, edit this out.
Yeah, you can say it. Don't have to do it.
Hey everybody, do you want to know something really cool? Josh 2's real name is actually
Jimmy.
he's lying.
Okay. Let's start off first with day 1, shall we? Because day 2 is gonna be a shithole when I mention this. So, right. So number 1, why you split off, Lem, my guy? Where you go, lah?
I'm tasting it. Oh, wow.
Why
He's
you
eating food.
He's drinking the soup. Okay, look, I was.
Hey, it's the wrong side around. You don't want to use the mic.
What wrong?
Okay. Anyways, what was your big plan on day 1, Mr. Charlie?
Also, why did you split? What were you thinking? They're trying to split up from the main group and just go off, lah? Huh?
Yeah, at the beginning, what was that like? You made me miss the bus, lah. I wasted 15 minutes because you made me miss the bus, lah.
I thought that's already, and then we can just go off and do our own makeup.
What? Okay,
You did not even draw your starting.
let's just talk about our plans for day 1, lah. Anakin, what was your big plan, lah?
Okay, so there was this thing that the train line bonus. I'm pretty sure that's like probably what saved us from being a complete embarrassment, even though it was quite embarrassing. Basically, like how the team that claimed the most stations around different train lines would get a bonus +2 or +1 depending on whether you shared it or not. Like we were destined to go to Lantau at some point. Like not because of the challenges or anything, but because of the necessity of the game. But before we went to Lantau, we need to lock down every single line that we would not get by going to Lantau, i.e. the Green Line, the Kuntong Line, the East Rail Line, and the Tunma Line, I think it is. I don't know. So the area where we could do this, there were 2 areas, which was the Hong Hom kind of this Hong Hom Yao Ma Dei kind of area, or the Kowloon Tong area. And the easy answer for this was because I know Kowloon Tong better than I know the other area. The second answer was that like you landmined Yao Ma Tei to Homenton, even though this guy's so annoying. He landmined Mongkok to Prince Ed for what lah? For what?
You mean roadblock, right?
Yeah, roadblock. Yeah. For what lah? Okay, anyways, I'll continue going. So like before some people like start yelling at me for why did you go to Lantau, it was for the necessity of the game. Like it was our strat from the start, I guess. You can say that. What was your strat, Josh?
So basically, my strat was the complete opposite of Anakin's, right? In season 1, we got destroyed on the west. I don't know who the fuck kept battling us, but we just lost everything because it's like impossible to defend.
I think it was me, right?
Yeah, I think it was you. From the west, it's like impossible to defend. Everything is linked to everything else. So my plan was, we're gonna run off to the east where it's safe, right? So my plan was originally to claim Hinggang, Diamond Hill, and Kaidak, plus everything after that, so Choi Hong and Kowloon Bay and whatever, all the way to Jiangguan O Line. And then I was going to end the day at Yao Tong, so I could prepare for a day 2 assault of Hong Kong Island and just blitz everything. And the whole idea was just don't fight anybody because fighting is stupid. It actually is because it's so hard to defend sometimes. So on the first day, I was basically farming power-ups for day 2. And like some people I think would question why we went to CKY in the very beginning, to get to claim Wongot when it was completely unnecessary and we lost it immediately. But to be honest, I just wanted to do that for the power-ups because like power-ups are like a really important part of the game, which you will see in day 2, right? So like like Anakin got completely destroyed by the power-ups. So yeah, that was that was the plan for day 1. Like just secure some territory and farm for power-ups.
What was your plan then, Mr. Charlie?
My plan was just to build a fortress at West, like Chunwan Airport, those places. But then, very sadly, you came along and stole Qingyi and Sunny Bay. So that's a little bit of a
Okay. So both of us kind of explain why we want to go to like certain area, right? Why did you want to build a fortress in the West?
Wait, hold on. Alex wants to say something.
So now wake up on time on day 2 is also part of your plan, right?
Can we talk about this in day?
We're talking about day 1 now, right now. Okay, keep going.
Because firstly, it's very far away, Chunwan area, and like
I get
airport,
that.
people won't usually access there. So we just decided to build a fortress there. But apparently, as I said, Anakin cut in the middle of the day, and we were on plan. We had to battle him many times to get the fortress back, so we can end the day peacefully.
See, that literally just proves my point. They were fucking fighting over the West. It was a shit show over there. In the East, it's so peaceful. Nobody fight me at all. I was literally just claiming stations in a line.
So now let's go by hour then in day 1. Alright, so first hour. Did you expect to be battle challenged more Mongol, or did you just
Okay, it was. I did say that I didn't care if I lost the Wongkok station or Mongkok station in the beginning because all I wanted was the 2 power-ups and to get the dead card out of my hand. I did not expect him to attack it with such ferocity. He literally went for it 15 minutes. We were still, by the way, we were still on the bus when he challenged, and we were on the bus back to Shatin when he challenged us. Like, it was ridiculous. We were still waiting for the bus. I spent like an hour like going to CKY. He was so aggressive the first part. He is Charlie, by the way.
what about you, so aggro? Last time you're so passive, this time you're so aggro.
It has to be aggressive. I didn't thought that Josh would actually win this game because he started off very poorly, claiming like how much 8 stations.
No, we had 4 stations, and you had 10.
Okay.
Something like that.
Yeah, we kind of literally double the station before lunch starts.
So, but do you see us as a threat at all?
Yes. That's why I decided to battle you.
I
and you up.
see.
See, this is again another part of the strat, right? I farmed the power-ups on day 1. Everybody think I'm dying. Everything I'm gonna lose. And then I come back on day 2 lah. See?
No, I
Good
knew
strat.
you like had like all the fucking claim 3s and claim 2s.
Yeah, that was another part of the thing. On day 1, I exclusively did claim like the
Claim
easy,
ones,
normal,
yeah.
and hard, just to make sure I would have the claim 2s and claim 3s and claim immediatelys for a comeback on day 2.
I think like in general, I think people's claim 3s and claim 2s have like varying levels of difficulty. I think let's not count the ones that you stole first of all, right? Let's not count. Let's not.
Right, because when you designed those cards, you said you wanted to give people a chance to come back on day 2, right?
Yes.
That's why they're day 2 exclusive.
Yes.
But then I realized, if I just steal them, nobody can come back.
But let's not mention the difficulty of those because I think they're all like roughly the same. My guess is, right? Okay, so because like your claim to about locations, right, was ABCs, right, which was very easy.
Yeah,
on that
ABCs was definitely the easiest one.
Yeah. Because ours was fucking ends of a line, and there was no way you could do that like easily. And we didn't even get it on day 1 when we could have like, for example, like got to the expo and then like got on like a bus halfway to like Hong Kong or something. The only conceivable route we could have taken without taxi, right? Like, but if you taxi from like Sunny Bay to Disneyland, it would be weird. Like to the taxi driver 肯定說，我要去欣澳去迪士尼啊，或者要得搭火車啦，大佬。Right? So ours was very hard, and we couldn't find anywhere to do it. Like even if we had gotten it.
Oh no, it's not mine.
What about you, Charlie? Think about the food talk.
Oh no, it's actually my burger. Oh, it is my burger. Yeah.
Uh,
Okay, we might have to cut. No, we can keep talking about it. What are we doing? Hour by hour?
yeah, we'll continue the hour by hour, I guess, because we're done with the claim 3. What do you mean? Salt or pepper?
Ketchup. Yeah.
Ask them.
Why do you want me to shake it?
Yeah, I do. Hello.
Why do you point at here and then just go?
Yeah, exactly.
This is not ketchup, Charlie. It's iced tea.
Anakin edit this part out of the podcast.
Yeah, I do take ketchup.
Wow. Anyways, let's keep doing the podcast. Hour by hour. Let's go.
Alright, let's talk about my team then, because, right, Josh, we talked about his depressing start to the game.
Thank you.
So our hand was pretty good at the start, very admittedly. So, however, we decided to go to Shakimei. Shakimei is probably the hardest out of like the areas around Kowloon Tong to buff up. It's the hardest to find a challenge to do though, because like it's not we luckily found some flowers on the sidewalk. Otherwise, we'd have been screwed. There was no one smoking for some reason. Every time I go there, there's someone smoking. But like it was raining, so no one was smoking. So like, I don't know. And then immediately we put Mission Impossible, which was like the only like not claim 1 we did the entire game. It was a claim 3, and it was pretty easy, admittedly. And then like while we were doing that, we were watching as Charlie was like frantically trying to claim stations to try and battle challenge Josh. Like, okay, hold on, guys.
Put in the ketchup.
What is this, love?
Hey yo, what happened?
Why you need so much ketchup,
Now I'm jealous. I should order $8 more for the short term. But fine, I'm from my
Anyway, back to the podcast.
Right. So, I got the parody. I'm not gonna sing it now. You have to go check the video itself. And yeah, we got a decent lead at the start. I think we were like on 4 when you guys were on like on 1, 2.
Yeah. Well, it was one for until the first hour, I think.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. What about you, Mr. Charlie? Your first hour,
First hour, we actually just wandered around and went to Prince Edward. We walked for like the whole hour just to find a 7-Eleven, and we did the toss and flip challenge. And that's it. And then second hour we went a bit aggressive and took my coffee.
You went to Jordan Walk to Yamate and then trick trains in Hong Kong. And then the battle challenge, by the way, I think that was bullshit. The one that we pulled.
The battle challenge. So, what happened is Cody, who was supposed to be on my team, was sick. Now Cody is a resident GeoGuessr expert.
Yes, and he also used to live near Lock
He lived near Lock Fu.
Yes.
They sent a photo of Lock Fu. I had no idea where the fuck that was because I don't go there. So they guessed Lock Fu, right? And it was right on the spot. Except Cody apparently found the spot with much more precision than they did. So if he was awake like an hour ago, which we can't really blame him for because he's sick.
Yeah.
But then if he wasn't awake, we would have won that fucking challenge.
Yeah.
Which would have been really funny.
Yeah.
Give me another one.
More ketchup. Okay. What else left? I think that's it for like the first like 2 hours, right? Then like, I don't think there's a lot of strategy involved in the first few hours. Maybe like the roadblocks were a little bit like we just didn't want people to get to our areas.
Yeah. I placed my roadblock because I didn't want people coming to the east from the side.
That is delicious.
And then Yeah, I placed my roadblock checkmate at Kowloon Tong because this guy was getting shoved straight forward. Was getting very dangerous. This guy left. So, like, we were actually very scared when we went to TST that like you were going to TST or something like that. Turns out you weren't. And then like you dropped a landmine sometime around there, and we were like guessing where it was. Josh guessed it in like 1 go or 2 goes. I forgot which one it was.
I think actually Chelsea said Mayfield first, so I have to give her credit for that.
Chelsea's not here today.
Yeah, Chelsea. It's supposed to be Cody and Alex today, but then Cody's sick, so. No, Alex is here. Alex is here.
Censor.
Shut up.
Anyway. What about you then, Mr. Charlie? Why you put your alarm on Mayfield?
Because it's so about the fortress. Since Mayfu, there's so many lines intercepting with it. So I think it'll be best if I just.
That was quite annoying. Not gonna
I
lie.
think
Yeah.
the Mayfield landmine is a decent play, except for the fact that you made it so fucking obvious that you claimed everything around Mayfield.
Yeah, we thought it was Liking before you claimed Liking. Like, oh, we're gonna claim Liking.
I think the main thing for day 2 was at the beginning we were getting destroyed, and then after they started fighting, we built up a little bit of a comeback because we were just claiming stations in a line. The most worrying situation was at around I think 12:30, and then Chelsea felt like really unwell because she was also sick until recently because everybody and their mom has the flu apparently, and then we.
Thank you.
I won't.
Basically, we had to split up for me to do the mattress challenge, and then I waited for like 20 minutes in there, hoping that she would get better. I even told her that I was going to just ditch her and do the rest of the day solo, but then she called me before I got on the train and said that she was fine, which is really clutch because I think Chelsea did help in the later parts of day 1. So.
I think the next thing we need to talk about in day 1 was probably the stupid risky card. We spent like half an hour doing it. No cap. Like in video, I might shorten it. I will shorten it, but it was like 30 minutes of just us trying to roll three dice and then like trying to get 2 6s. Like we had to roll like 18 times. No cap. Like I think like on the face of it, 18 times doesn't seem bad, but like in Risk, when we used to play Risk, right? We used to get double 6s all the time. Attack, defense,
and try rolling 18 times when you have to run a lap around the basketball court every time. It ain't fun.
Look, I'm gonna roll again, right? And it's gonna be 2 6. Watch this.
Nah, it's about roll.
1 6. Yeah, that's about roll. Yeah, I think I'll have to put it. I'll eat it, but you guys talk about it.
Okay, I don't think there was much interesting in day 1, maybe except for Charlie and Anakin's battle. But for my team, that was basically it.
All right, you guys tried to go to Olympic, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
And battle challenges. But we were like, hey, if we went to Kowloon Station and tried to null and void you first, you can't do anything.
Yeah.
However, our train to Kowloon, right? Because this Orange Line is so slow. Like in terms of the amount of trains that actually come, right? So when the train actually came, we actually thought you were on the train. So like there was this really intense where we're like, oh, is he on the train? Is he gonna like? Are we gonna see him, or are we just gonna blitz past? And it turns out you were not on the train. So that was very very lucky of us. But to be fair, like we got kind of screwed by our like no digital maps because it was harder than I thought. Not gonna lie, finding basketball courts was.
Let's talk about the sneaky manipulation. What exactly happened there, Anakin?
Yeah. I really okay. So basically, what we were thinking, right, was that Charlie's team would be too stupid to take an MTR out of Sunny Bay, or just I don't even know. Like, so we tried to find the battle challenge that would like suit us the most, and turns out like I can't even explain like what even went on. What is Alex doing?
Keep talking.
Okay. Yeah, we're at dinner if you guys didn't notice. What else left? Hi, Charlie. You talk loud.
Yeah, he's busy eating, so I'm just gonna say, no, we're not at day 2 yet. We're still on day 1. Brian is very eager to start talking, but so basically day 2, no, not day 2, day 1. Near the end, when I saw them null and voiding each other's stations, I was so happy because I was like, wait. So if they lose 3 power-ups and I've done nothing, because I've only used 1 power for a card shuffle, then basically they're all dead tomorrow. And like, I don't know, it was just like a really big turning point, I think.
Right. So, also to address the fact that we basically did not move like after like the lunch period because like I think we were like didn't gain any stations at all. I don't even know how that happened. That bullshit Jasmine Lee challenge. Don't even
No
know.
way that happened. No way that happened. We just bumped into her.
Oh, also, I would like to know one rule
Yeah.
that none of us took advantage of is I'm pretty sure Anakin did say that you could move around during the lunch break and you could stay there when it ended.
I did not say that.
You did.
I thought you could move back.
You did. No, like you said you can go anywhere during the lunch break, or at least I asked that question and you said yes. Like I'm pretty sure you said that, but none
You
of
can
us
move
did
anywhere,
it.
but
So
you have to move back to your original spot.
I'm not sure about that, but
The explanation is that like it's quite simple because like
yeah, I get it because the rest period is supposed to be
Yeah.
for resting, but
But
like
we tried to gamble our way to Sunny Bay on like a very late train, like right before the rest period, and it did not work. So we had to go back to Tsingyi to start. That was like, yeah. Nothing really much to explain for day 1. I mean, like I think our team basically was like Josh's team last season. It was like after we got past the 12 p.m. mark, it was game over.
yeah, it was like all downhill from there.
Yeah, like the stupid risky challenge was like his Dino and Marshmallow. Except this time it was like none of our own faults, honestly.
Okay, anyway, so
But day 2 was our fault,
hey,
100%.
let's go to day 2. Hey Brian, you wanna come over for day 2? So first of all,
incompetence first.
yeah, let's start day 2 off with how Charlie fucked everybody over. Right? Here you go. Here's the mic.
So day 1 it was me who overslept. And on day 2,
Yeah, you see how this goes, huh?
okay, but you're the team leader, come on.
Who said that I'm the team leader?
You played last time.
And that
Oh,
doesn't
and you have the cards.
That doesn't automatically make me a team leader.
Kind of.
No.
Well, the point
no,
is,
No, it doesn't.
we did not have the cards.
So what do you do for like the first half an hour?
Well, for the first hour, when me and Isaac both arrived late, and then at 10:34, we decided that we were going to ask for the cards, but then Charlie disappeared.
Yes, I did.
Yes, at least he admits it.
You were wrong.
Sure. And then so Isaac decided he didn't want to start the game yet, even though we were half an hour late. So then Isaac decided to go to Pacific Coffee. And we went to Starbucks on the way. So it was closer.
How did you get to the Tingyi battle challenge? What happened there? Like, how did you know you could battle challenge it?
We did not.
You guys were very confused about Tingyi being locked or unlocked for a long time.
Yeah,
Charlie,
we
Charlie,
absolutely
did
did
you
not
say it
know
was
what
locked or
happening.
It's unlocked. It's unlocked.
Because nobody told us if it was unlocked,
Tingyi
claimed,
was
or...
always unlocked. I don't know why you guys thought it was locked. I was gonna take advantage of it and battle challenge liking. But like Flora said, they are in such a mess, we don't battle challenge them. Kinda unfair.
Yeah, as an excuse, we were both new on day 2. And Charlie did not explain anything.
So, for the Tengi battle, there are 2 outcomes, right? One, Brian's team wins, which means that I'm gonna call it Brian's team now because Charlie was so incompetent today. Which means that they got 23 and Anakin's team got 22. Or if Anakin's team had won, they would have had 23 and Brian's team would have 22. Now the thing is, the battle challenge was kind of difficult to decide on because it was an IGCSE style question, and both of them basically gave full mark answers. So we can retrospectively go back and give them give Anakin second place because I genuinely do not know whose answer was better. But that's all.
I did say, because like we were going way slower than expected in day 2. Because it took us 40 fucking minutes to get on a tram. Not even joking. 40 minutes to get from Kowloon Station onto a tram. Because we got lost. We had to use Google Maps to help us get our way back.
Well, we also wasted a lot of time by staying in Starbucks.
And you want to know what they were doing while we were wasting time? I was going to claim 7 stations in the first 30 minutes. Okay, so basically my plan, right, was after day 1, I was going to card shuffle and make sure that my hand was basically perfect for day 2. So at the beginning of the day, I had the Hong Kong Island claim free. I had the A2, now I know my ABC's claim 2. I had a claim immediately, but I had to disembark on a 6 letter or less. And then I had the rap challenge, which is basically a free station for me. So then what I did was I was going to use the Hong Kong Island Othello claim free to take the free on the end of the blue line, then go from Saoge Wan to Taigu through walking. It's a 10-minute walk to get the ABC's one. And then I was going to use the members on different islands because, let me tell you, how do I say this? Linguistically, I am correct. An island is a piece of land surrounded by water. I would have got that. But geographically, that is a continent. So, you know what? Sure, Anakin, you can have that point. I was going to claim North Point and Quarry Bay because, Cody's sick, he's at home. Josh, too, is sick, he's at home. And then I was on Hong Kong Island. So we were on 3 different islands. I was going to take North Point and Quarry Bay, but sure, he didn't let me do it. So then I went to claim immediately Fortress Hill, and then did the Rat Challenge in Teen Hao. So then I basically could have gotten 9 stations in the first hour. It's 7, but it still basically put me back in the lead. All of this was while they were busy fucking each other over, trying to decide, hey, how do I do a battle challenge? So like from the start of day 2, they were all basically fucked already. That's all I'm saying.
Okay. Honestly, we weren't too busy fucking each other. We were too busy finding a tram.
Fair.
Which was even more our fault, to be fair. We spent 40 minutes trying to get on a tram, like no cap. Cause the first time we got on one, we tried to get on one, right? But we wanted to go to Admiralty because we didn't want to waste time to go back and forth, right? We got on a westbound tram because I thought that was an eastbound tram.
Good job.
And then I got on a westbound. Well, we didn't get on it, but we had to walk to the next tram station to get an eastbound one. And yeah, that sounds very stupid, but yeah, that's what happened.
Wait, are you talking about the tram?
Not the peak one, not the peak one. I'm gonna go into that later on.
So, how about we go into the biggest turning point that basically guaranteed me the win, right?
Oh, it was the card swapping. Yeah.
The card swapping.
Yeah.
So, what happened was Anakin decided to swap cards with Isaac's team.
Yes, but I did it in public.
In public, which, to be fair, that's perfectly fine. But it also fucked him over because it told me that he had the new territories card.
Yes.
Now, these Othello cards are basically free guaranteed stations, and they're meant for a comeback.
Yeah.
So I knew that he had that. I knew that if he had 2 of these cards, he has the Kowloon one. It might be in his deck, but still,
You could gamble for it.
Yeah, I could gamble for it. If he has 2 of them in his hand, he's too powerful. But I know he's also on the Hong Kong Island, so he's not gonna be inclined towards swapping them out because he wants to finish them later, right? So I was like, okay, I'll card swap with him, and then I did, and it turns out he did in fact have both of them. So then I stole both of them, and I gave him Flower.
You know
and
what was the most triggering part of that? It's because I called all of this the moment you saw.
he called it, but he didn't do anything for some reason. Okay, anyways, so I gave him I think the Peak and Flower, right?
Yeah, Peak and Flower.
Peak and Flower. So the Peak will come into play in a bit, but the card
I-
swapping. Basically, what I did was
Wait, no. Did you swap us first, or did you go or did you landmine first? You landmine first, right?
yeah, I land.
Yeah,
Okay, we'll talk about the landmine later. Okay, first I swapped with him. I swapped him. Actually, no. Let's talk about the landmine. I landmine Central. I tried to take a really fucking long route to get to Central.
Right.
Like I waited an extra train, and then also I waited an extra train after that so I could get to Shatin. So I was like fucking with the times. I was hoping he would mess up and maybe he think I was tripping, and I just put it in Causeway Bay or some shit.
All right. We'll see.
So obviously he did not. He suspected it was an exhibition center or Central, but okay.
I'll talk about why later.
Yeah.
But you can explain.
Basically, I put it on Central. I put it on Central because it was close to where he was claiming. I was like, there's a decent chance he gets it. And I also knew I had the peak card. Now, the peak card you can do in Causeway Bay or Wansai or Central.
Just anywhere on the
yeah, you
west
can
side.
reasonably do anywhere, but from Central is the fastest,
Yes.
right? So then when we did the card swap, I made sure to give him the peak. And then I also made sure to give him flower, which I couldn't do, right? And then immediately after I got the two Othello claim frees, I used the cloth,
Yes,
which
yeah,
allows
yeah,
me
yeah.
to. So like I knew he was going.
I tried to do that
Yeah.
before you did it.
Yeah,
but I
yeah.
got
He
screwed
tried
there,
to preempt me, but I think Flora told you not to. Yeah.
No, I immediately. I didn't even listen to Flora. I was like, oh, the thing you swap back.
Yeah.
I did it immediately as
He
fast as I
tried
could.
to swap back as soon as possible, but then
But my typing was slower than his shuffling.
I took out like my camera the moment he said it, and then I shuffled it immediately backwards.
So, like if you were like slower by like 10 seconds, if you drop your cards or something, I would.
Yeah. Then he would have got it. But basically, I used the clause to let me shuffle it back into deck. So Anakin is basically stuck with trying to card
essentially
swap
you
me.
won on like 1 second. You
Yeah.
won that, yeah.
Like he basically tried to card swap me with like a completely dead hand. My hand was dead basically. And then he gave me the peak and flower back, I think.
Yeah.
But then I gave it back to him because remember day one I was.
No. I think I gave you Riz because
Oh yeah, he gave me Riz as well. Yeah.
I think flower's doable.
It doesn't matter. So he gave me two challenges, and then I gave him I made sure I gave him the peak back, and then he was like, "Man, can you stop this?" I was like, "No, I can do this all day because I have 6 power ups at that point or more." So
I wasn't gonna waste my half doing this shit.
yeah. Like if you wanted to war of attrition, you could have, but I still had more power ups than
Sometimes
him.
I call them to help a little.
Yeah. So then at that point, I was pretty good because the outcome was I swapped Vroom Vroom, which was a card I thought I couldn't do because I couldn't find any balloons, but I got proved wrong about that later. For Infinite's Riz, which is ironic, because Alex joins my team, Josh too joins my team in the future. We're not censoring that. We're not censoring that. So then basically that card swap was like the most important moment of the game, I could say, because it just it fueled my comeback basically.
Yeah, and there's nothing. Okay, we'll talk about their team later on because their team was like not really in this yet, right? So, okay, let's talk about where I thought the landmine was because I don't think they really affected them. Like I don't think you care whether it's on Exhibition Center or Central. You just wanted to not be on Chunmoon. We'll go into that in a moment. Okay, so. Why did I think it was on Exhibition Center? It would be logical because you went to Satin, right? So you're on that road.
Yes.
But then I saw the time and I was like, 对咯. Then I looked at like the MTR map, right, of like where he could have put it, and then I was like, Central probably seems like the most likely destination for it because it's it's a big station. You could have transferred away like really relatively like, and like you wouldn't go all the way west because like 冇用. Right?
Yeah.
Like you have to like put it somewhere where I would actually go to. We'll get into that in a bit. So I was like, it's probably Exhibition or Central. So, in the thought that it could have been either one, I skipped Exhibition Center on our train to TST East to do a challenge. At that point, I think you just card swapped us. So
Yeah.
we were contemplating whether to go to Central to do the peak immediately, which probably would have. But we probably would have ran out of time.
Yeah. I think the most important thing I was thinking was I need to fuck up my timing. So it seems like I put it somewhere else.
Yeah, but the
then
thing
it
was,
turns out I fucked it up too much that it made him like realize it was at Central. But
no. But like if you were like at Central with the timing anyway, I think I probably would have guessed it was at Central.
True.
But like, if it was like really fast somehow, then like I would 100% know it's Exhibition.
I think the other important thing is giving him the peek was probably the best idea.
Yeah, it was a big bait.
Because like I knew that his whole hand was basically dead. If he wanted power up to a swap or a Nolan Void, he needed to do the peek.
Yes, yes.
He had bowling in hand. Come on, nobody's gonna do that.
No. It was, bowling was after we card shuffled.
Oh really? Okay.
The reason why we kept the peak in the hand was because we were like, okay, the peak is doable in central. We are fine with it, honestly. Like, it like Ho peak my Ho peak law, spend 176 my Ho 176 law. Let people see the Fonging of Hong Kong, right? Right.
Yeah.
Like I was like, oh, they soon lah. And then I completely forgot about where your landmine was. I did like I didn't even think about exhibition center or central. I was just like, oh, central. But by the time I got to central, it was too late. Because by then I rethought about it.
I think Anakin could have won if he managed to keep the two.
Yes.
Keep the 2 cards.
But I was too greedy and I
he
didn't
greeded too hard.
No, because by the time we were swapping mirror, I was about to do Kowloon because I was about to get into TST East and I was about to beat Kowloon. I think if I shuffle new territories back, I think at least
maybe.
But honestly, the biggest thing was why did this guy not do new? Wait, no, you were not there right, in the morning.
We had a claim 3, but we wasted it. We just simply, it's still in my pocket.
Nobody knew what the new territories were supposed to be. Like,
you were always in the new territory.
They spent the entirety of day 2 in the new
Let's ask
territories.
Brian because hey Brian, you had this claim 3 right where you were like in the new territory. Yeah.
What's the claim?
The new territories one. Of Othello.
I never saw the card. I don't think.
We had 2 of them. We wasted it.
We had 2 of them, which I
You
did
were
not
playing
see.
the new territories the whole time. I was like, oh, okay, maybe because he has the new. Because I knew you had the. Because within our own discussions, we found out you had the Hong Kong Island one. I had the Kowloon one, so you must have the new territories one. So I was like, okay, maybe it's because like your team stopped in new territories because you have that claim 3 in the hand. But you didn't do it. So you allowed me to swap it away.
We didn't even know the card existed. I think Isaac did all the trades with you guys, because I didn't know about any of the trades.
The main thing you can blame is Charlie not being here and leaving 2 people who've never played the game before to their own devices.
Yeah, and we did not know any of the cards.
Giving you two more hours probably another hour to work with would probably have at least made the game closer. I think for first.
And to be fair, I think me and Isaac's strategy at the start was already very good considering we haven't played. So our whole strat was that we did not want to mess with you guys.
Go to the side beat.
Yep, so we just went as far as possible and we managed to claim 4 stations, I think.
Yeah.
Which was pretty amazing.
Wait. Hold on. Did you film? That's the major question.
Yes, we did, but we couldn't send it to you because of the data. We didn't want to waste data.
It's yeah.
Oh yeah. That's fair.
Alright, so now I think comes my biggest demise. And ultimately what left us out of contention for verse completely. It was the hour wasted in Central.
How do you stop on the trap? I was reading WhatsApp and I was like, I stuck on the trap.
You know what happened, right? It's like we were tramming up, tram down, right? And then we were walking to get your tram to Seungwan. Right? We were contemplating whether to attack you or not, but I was like, soon because back then you two were actually quite close in terms of stations. So I was like, I don't want to spoil the game for anyone. And also because I'd rather Josh win than Charlie after his incompetency.
I did have a plan. If you did try to null and void or you tried to attack anything, I would just immediately lock the other stations. So I would only lose one.
I don't think you could lock immediately. I think you had to go to the station to lock it.
You have to go to the station to lock it?
Yes.
Ain't no way. Well, okay, thank God, because I did not know that.
Well, if it doesn't say in the rules, then fine. That's my loss.
It says you may use 2 powers to lock a station.
So I don't have to go there.
You don't have to go there.
I need to make more clear next time.
I have a question.
Yes.
When we posted our hide and seek challenge and turn 1, where were you two?
Someone.
Someone.
I was a bit closer, but there was no way I would ever go.
Yeah. Because we
Never
were there was no way, but we were pretty scared because you acted like you were coming.
But however, why didn't you do one of the shorter challenges so you could get up to moon faster? You got yourself stuck there for like 2 hours.
Wait, what shorter challenge was there?
Excalibur, you could put a sword, paper sword into a
Oh, we were trying to do that challenge.
Our challenges were garbage. Why do I say this? Because so many of them are either insanely difficult or insanely easy. Like, there are so many challenges you can cheese with just making a paper structure or something, or drawing something out. Like, compared to Jet Lag the game, this is like so much easier.
My deck was the worst. I think you can all agree.
Yeah, my deck was definitely the best.
My deck had zero cohesion to it. Except for the clothing combo that I kind of did.
Yeah. I was thinking, I was just looking at my deck and I was like, I have all the easy cards that I can do basically everything.
Okay, so now that we've gotten the big fuck up out of the way, let's talk about the smaller fuck ups then. Okay. You know the moment when we null and voided, was it Austin?
Oh yes.
Because I sent a wrong text message. I was gonna be like, okay, null and void Lam Chang, we can do a challenge there, then we can battle Austin with the TST East. But no, I typed the word Austin instead, and Flora did not understand. Not my fault, honestly. And then she just like null and voided Austin. We couldn't do the battle challenge, so that kind of sucked.
Serious question, did I fuck up? Did I fuck up during the game? Because I feel like I played pretty well.
Did you fuck up during the game? Except for the Mongkok station, no, I don't think so.
Look, the Mongkok Stadium was just me going like,
You-
at the beginning of the game, I'll take it chill. I don't know the night that you do that.
Okay, and then after that big fuck up, we had another fuck up, which was your 何文田土瓜湾 kind of fuck up, where I tried to look at train schedules but completely failed. Because this is not like Jet Lag the game where like Europe, you know, those ones you can actually check the scheduling. The MTR is unpredictable.
His thinking was he looked at the train schedules and he was like, oh, he must be in Holmontin. He was like thinking of some big brain shit. But then my whole plan was, oh, landmine. Okay, we use, go next station. Like, because at that point we were winning by so much, I was just like, well, I just need a new challenge to get a different station and like basically confirm the win. So I was like, okay, may as well throw away the landmine. You know, like there was no tactical use anymore.
I'm gonna talk about my mini fuck up. I don't know if it really counts,
Okay.
but it's also to answer a question of why we didn't do the easier challenge.
Okay.
Specifically, pull a sword out of a pool of water.
Okay.
For the whole entire challenge, from the start to the finish. That was the first card we considered doing. But throughout the whole challenge, we could not find a pool of water. It was either a lake, like a whole ass lake which we couldn't access, or nothing. So we were like, does the toilet count as a pool of water?
Yes.
It most certainly does.
We could have done that.
We definitely should have done that.
Oh, wait, let's talk about something insanely stupid that I did. Oh wait, you wanna go first?
Oh, I want to ask something.
Yeah.
So the vroom vroom one, who got it in the end? Like
It was in Anakin's deck.
do you finish it?
No.
Wait.
All right, that's it.
Look, okay, I think the Vroom Vroom might have been one of my bigger fuck ups because look.
Wait, you can do that? Hold on.
It's a car. You can use any car, right? It's never objectively said
car.
build one. So and you blow up a condom or a balloon, it also
Me
counts.
and Chelsea bought car and tape on the first day, and for some inexplicable reason, I decided to swap it away. Like it was so dumb of me. The balloon powered car. Like what was I thinking? I don't know.
You could use a balloon to hit a car.
Yeah, exactly. I was like, okay. Anyways, so the other stupid thing I did was climbing out on the Jeronguano promenade onto the rocks in the fucking rain. No, I didn't like nothing happened, but
Okay.
it was really stupid at
So
the
that was
thing.
your top two most stupid, right?
Yeah,
What do you think, Charlie? What was
I
your top two
overslept.
most?
Just
Second.
overslept. Second,
Or just any of your team.
Oh, and also
yeah.
you sliding down the.
You're
what?
sliding down thing. Oh, if you didn't get stuck, I might have only given you one, but you got stuck, so so that was stupid.
Your ass hurt and your hand hurt.
I think the top two most stupid things I did was the tram, and number two was probably the risky. Just well, that wasn't stupid, but like it felt stupid.
point it was just a sunk cost fallacy. Like you can't really give up then, you know. Like you can't give up because you've already ran so much. So. Anything else?
Oh, and also, I think it was a little bit stupid for our team to kind of back ourselves to the corner of Turn Moon.
No shit, boy.
We couldn't really do anything. But then, like, we thought we'd claim enough stations, but then we decided to go to the airport.
Not even the airport, it was the expo.
yeah.
Yes, and it was an extremely experienced player, Charlie, who decided to do that.
To be fair, in season 1, I did go to the airport. It was a massive waste of time, and also me and Cody split up to do it, so that's actually against the rules as well. But Anakin never said it last time, so hey, not my fault.
I mean, technically, your team broke the rules out many times.
Yeah,
last
yeah.
time.
I think we probably break the most rules. I'm just a very loophole finding player, you know.
But last one was like there were some that weren't even loopholes; they were just blatant shit.
Yeah. No, to be honest, I think this time, even if I did cheat here and there,
It might have been just minor, and
even if it's just
not on
minor,
purpose, though.
maybe you can minus 3 stations. I mean, I'm still 9 stations ahead, so
8.
you know, 8? Oh yeah. Someone's 23. So
Honestly, I was really worried that you challenged Kwai Fong as well, because like Kwai Fong would kind of bring you back to the main area instead of going to Trimmoon. You,
you.
if you claim Kwai Heng, you could have challenged us again.
You know, we didn't even.
They didn't know how the battles worked.
Yeah, we didn't even realize what battling was, and we didn't even realize what stations you guys actually claimed.
Did Charlie not tell you?
I don't think Charlie taught them anything.
But GG's, Josh. Well
you,
deserved
thank you.
win. More deserved than us last
Yeah, so true. Bro, last season,
Okay, wait, last season maybe yours was deserved, mine wasn't.
honestly, last season, I would have been. We might have gotten somewhere, but Cody left halfway, and it's not his fault. Something
Yeah.
came up, so.
I think that if like you actually won a battle challenge, I think both of us would have lost him completely.
Yeah.
Which would technically make me a 0% win rate.
Oh, also, I would like to say how Cody has never completed a full season of this. Get well soon,
Has
Cody.
anyone except me, you, and Flora actually completed a full season?
No, I don't think so. No.
Henrik. And Ian.
Oh yeah, Henry did.
Basically all of S1 except for Cody. And then
Yeah.
Flora.
See, season 2 was much more chaotic because everyone got the flu for some reason. The school spread it basically.
Yeah.
Okay.
One last thing. Isaac has a crush on Jennifer Lawrence.
Who
Haley,
the
I
fuck
hope you're
wouldn't
not
have a
watching
crush
this.
on Jennifer Lawrence? Come on, who the fuck would not?
Wait, who is Jennifer Lawrence?
Oh,
I
fuck
didn't-
you, Anakin.
Oh my god.
Wait, so
Bench boy.
hold on.
Hunger Games.
What do you not know?
Katniss Everdeen.
I know who Katniss is, but I don't know the actor playing Katniss.
Jennifer Lawrence.
Not even.
She's also the actor in X-Men, the blue girl.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, and there's a new movie, which Isaac is going to watch. Not with Haley, but it's a sex movie, by the way.
Hey yo, what the fuck, Isaac?
Isaac. Anyways, guys, GG's. I completely fucked up this season. I don't
GG's.
think I would have won anyway.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Like even if I got one of the claim 3s, I don't think I would have won anyway.
Yeah.
And even if I did not go to Central, did not fuck up the tram, but like if I didn't fuck up at all, I still don't think I would have won. That's the problem.
Alright, okay, well, see you in season 3, guys.
See you in season
Oh,
3.
war. Check Hall War.
Fuck you, Charlie.
Fuck off. Bye.